We are here. We've got beautiful horses. They're not out of their trailers yet, but they're gonna go take them out down the way because they've been cooped up for a month about, and they need to run before they get ridden. So this is really exciting. I cannot believe this is happening.
Are you cold?
I hate the cold. Everything. I think everybody knows that by now.
Hey, I'm Boston McConaughey from Freakin Rad, and today we're going to talk about the behind the scenes for the short we did, the Magnificent Seven VR experience. I remember as a kid seeing Seven Samurai, directed by Akira Kurosawa, starring Toshiro Mifune, and just thinking like, oh, these are the coolest characters. This is a really cool, authentic story. And then I learned later, my dad introduced me to Westerns and showed me the Magnificent Seven, the American adaptation of the Japanese film. And I was just like, it was such an impactful story to me. So seeing that being brought alive by Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt, and I just was kind of, I couldn't help but jump at the chance to be able to take the tradition of this story that kind of established a lot of the language for Japanese cinema and a lot of the language for Western cinema, and see if we could take the same characters, the similar story, and establish the language for VR cinema.
So we were able to work with the GoPro Odyssey, which was phenomenal. It was really cool, and I have to give a lot of credit to the guys on the camera team, our camera team, which was headed up by Boston, for figuring out how to rig the camera upside down, because originally we wanted to fly it on a drone, but turned out it was too heavy to fly, especially with the elevation and the cold weather.
Hey, we are setting up the Odyssey Rig. We have a pretty cool pulley system. I can't take credit for it. This is all Boston and James McConaughey who set this up.
I'm going to attach this battery pack to this tripod.
Inverted?
It's going to be inverted?
Because I was inverted.
Bullshit. So this battery is the battery that comes with it.
I feel like we're in the 1980s of computers.
The brilliant engineer who came up with this decided that you needed 4 V-mount batteries at 14.4 volts. This will run for 12 hours. We don't need to film for 12 hours. We rarely ever need to film for 12 hours before we swap batteries. So, unless you're filming like wildlife in the Serengeti, this is not the most practical battery solution. But it's the battery solution we have. May not be the one we deserve, but it's the one we have right now.
In family-friendly terms, describe this rig to us.
Crappy.
As Boston most eloquently put it, a guy named Jerry taught Boston how to put this rig together.
How to rig this.
You made me walk all the way back, Zeb.
For what? I was filming with Boston.
Oh, okay.
I was using it as a tool to film.
I totally fell on my butt.
Did you film it?
I was vlogging when I fell on my butt.
Yes. and cue the fall now.
Oh, yes. Oh. I saved the camera, guys. I'm okay. Nothing's broken.
The next day was Tuesday. It was another incredible location. We were actually able to find a pioneer style home that was from that time period and was restored to be accurate. And we were able to work with 3 girls who were sisters, and actually the piano gal herself, who's a YouTuber, and she's a phenomenal piano player, and her 2 little sisters were able to come out and be the young Emma Cullen. They all had strawberry blonde hair, and we were able to show them growing up. And then we had another actress come on the set who had beautiful long red hair, and she was also able to represent Emma Cullen in our film.
So we're gonna have yesterday a bandit robbed Curtly, right? And you're gonna pretend so that you're hearing that story, and so that bandit happened in your imagination. But you're gonna rob Rennie, but you're gonna steal the bear. So I'm gonna have you walk up to the camera and go, put him up! And then she'll put her hands up, and then she'll hand you the bear. You'll take the bear, and you'll be like, I'm getting out of here, and you can run away.
Yeah. When Sony approached us and said, yes, we would love to do a virtual reality experience in the world of the Magnificent Seven, that seemed like an amazing challenge. And so we at Freakin Rad kind of came up with a few interesting technical things we wanted to try, and also tried to build it in the same world as the movie without ripping off, the movie. So we decided to tell the story of how Emma Cullen, who's the main heroine in the movie, how she came to the belief that she could go out and find 7 heroes to come and save her town. And as our story progresses, you find out the reason that she was willing to do that in the movie was because her mother had taught her a story when she was a child about how people came and helped her. And so the teachings of her mother, the teachings of her parents helped her gain the confidence she needed to go out and be the woman that she was in the movie The Magnificent Seven. Yeah, thanks for watching our brief little behind the scenes on the Magnificent Seven VR experience. Make sure to pick up a copy of the Magnificent Seven on DVD or a digital copy wherever digital copies are sold. And thanks so much to Sony Pictures and everyone for making this video possible.